Our next speaker is Good Morning Vietnam. Sorry, having just flashbacks of Robin Williams. Our next speaker is giving his icebreaker. Woo-hoo! It's a 6-minute speech. The name of the title is Fear. Michael asks that you please call him Mike, because Michael is what his mother calls him when he's in trouble. When he's in trouble. Please help me welcome Michael!
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome distinguished guest. So I figured it's my first speech. I might as well bare my soul and talk about my fears, or my most preeminent fear, which was a kind of heart-stopping kind of fear that takes your breath away because your heart's beating so fast. The same kind of fear that literally makes you want to reach over and grab your knees to stop them from shaking. You guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Okay. Well, a few years ago, my roommate's life coach asked me if I wanted help with something. I said, sure. He goes, if you're brave enough to tell me, I will help you. I said, okay. It's easy. It's public speaking. Hands down. He looked at me and he said, good. Put on a collared shirt, put on some nicer pants, polish your shoes a little bit, and be ready at 10 p.m. I'm like, what's happening at 10 p.m.? So flash forward a few hours, we drive up and walk up to the door of one of LA's preeminent nightclubs at the time. It's called Highlands. And I get this sinking suspicion because I kind of have a sense of what he wants me to do. And I'm right back where I don't want to be. My heart's pounding, and can't really breathe. And I want to grip my knees because they're shaking so bad. So we get in, the lights are strobing, the noise is just obscene, and I'm realizing how much I really, really, really hate nightclubs. We get 10 feet in, and he stops me. And he kind of just tilts my head so I'm looking diagonally, and he points towards the bar, where there are 4 gorgeous women standing, and he says one word to me. He says, while he points his long finger, open. I'm like, open? What do you mean? You telling me the bar is open? You want a drink? He says, no. I want you to go up and open that group. I'm like, what? He goes, open that group. Go up right now, say something. Anything. Literally, it doesn't matter what you say. The catch is you have to get all their attention at once. I'm like, I laugh at him and I say, that's insane. I don't know any of them. One of them is going to throw a drink at me. The other is going to slap me. One of their boyfriends is going to come around a dark corner and beat me up. And the other is just going to laugh. And he took me by, he grabbed my shoulder and he said, man, literally none of those things will happen. I said, well, how do you know? He goes, first off, I don't care what you do right now. All I know is that if you do go up, you're going to screw this up royally. Because you're already making excuses not to take action. I said, okay, well, what does that mean to me? He goes, if I had told you what we were going to do right now, you would have talked yourself out of it at home. Oh, and by the way, you were sitting on the couch when I asked you how I could help you. So I got kind of pissed off. I was pretty defensive. And I said, well, let me be honest. I don't see what approaching women at a nightclub is going to do for my public speaking game. I just don't see the connection. And he said, first, the silver bullet remedy that I was talking about is not about addressing your public speaking in an instant. That's not going to happen. What I want you to acknowledge is the fear that's going to hold you back. I thought about that, and I asked him, what do you mean? He goes, right now, you're afraid of social pressure. You're afraid of what people think of you. And you need to get rid of that immediately. So that was kind of life-changing for me, because I had always been careful to think about what other people thought of me when I did stuff, what other people were going to think of me when I said stuff. And he said, stop worrying about the bad stuff that's never going to happen. Start thinking about the good stuff that might. Then he said, from now on, every single day, do something that scares you. Whether it's talking to a family member, having that tough conversation, or if this is the day you wake up and you know you have to ask your boss for a raise or quit your job, you're going to have that conversation. And something amazing will happen. You'll notice that you're going to face your fear and you're going to grow. Because that's what facing your fear means. It means you're out of your comfort zone and you're growing. And the craziest thing happened. I started having those conversations and I started to grow. And a byproduct of that is you have those conversations with people, and if that's the conversation that blows that relationship up, you didn't want to keep it in the first place. And the other thing is, people are literally rooting for you to be cool if you approach them in public. They are literally pulling for you to do a good job if you're speaking in front of them. People inspire each other through success. That was the other takeaway, because success is inspiring. When I came here last week, I was truly impressed and inspired with the speakers that were up here and the level of fearlessness that I saw. And I think it's really cool that we're all on this journey. We're all doing individual journeys, sure, but it's all collective as well. And what I think is really cool is that means we're all conquering this fear together. Thank you.